Blazers over under in this is 228. Let me just make sure that was not updated. It's now 227.5, guys. And the line is still at -3.5 favoring the Mavericks. I'll start with you, Murph, on this. This seems like you can see a big game from Luka, great scoring game from Dame. Everybody's going to want to see that matchup. You could see a lot of points in this game. Neither of these teams are really good defensively. So when you look at the over-under, when you look at the line here, is this a game you'd want to bet on?
Not really, but it's okay if you want some entertainment. I'm semi-confident in Dallas here at -3.5. Portland played last night. They beat the sorry Pelicans once again. Dallas playing well. Luka playing well. Porzingis is back. They're a better team with him in the lineup, no matter how many people try to hate on my man. But Dallas 7-3, 6-4 against the spread. They're in the A spot now. I like Dallas here to cover that 3.5 at Portland, and I also like the over. Like you said, I think there'll be a lot of points scored, not too much defense.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Should at least be entertaining. Jarod, we saw what Luka did to the Clips, carved them up because of the Clippers. And this is what they do. You want to talk about a team I don't trust? Clippers. Brian doesn't trust the Jazz, and Murph, I know you with me. I don't know you with me, brother. I know you with me. The Mavs have been playing better, Jarod. And you heard Murph allude to the fact of KP being back and playing well. Looks like he's been getting his win, playing better defensively. Do you like the Mavs to come out with a road victory here? They're favorites on the road.
Mavs trending up in terms of the defense they've been playing as of late. Luka's that dude right now, right? Like the three balls on. I mean, the stuff he was doing last night with Kawhi Leonard, or the other night on Kawhi and Paul George, like these ain't slouch defensively. It's like those are two of the best perimeter defenders in the league. And Luka was like, I don't mean shit. What I will like though in this game, Dame gets up for these matchups. Dame like, oh, you talking about Luka Doncic? All right, cool, no problem. I'm going Portland Trailblazers money line, and I like the over as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
let me just say, that Luka going off against the Clippers. He took Paul George right back to the bubble, man. You know what I'm saying? Paul George was crying like he was back in the bubble after the game.
I mean, the comments where you start blaming the refs. And he got fined $35,000, I believe, today.
They did.
Come on.
They don't have to find him. He already publicly shamed.
Listen, PG got to figure some shit out, man. Like,
this is not a good look for him. And you're right. It feels like he's back in the bubble. Like he's looking at it like, we already lost. The refs are against us. We can't win. Man, again, don't trust the Clips.
I'm just waiting for him to hit the side of the backboard.
Hopefully you don't see that. Brian, you were shaking your head when you heard Jarod talk about the fact that Damian Lillard gets up for these games. You like when Damian Lillard gets up for these. Nodding your head. Sorry, not shaking your head. You were nodding your head. That is correct. You like when Damian Lillard gets up for these games. You see a big game for Dame. And Jarod has the Blazers with the money line here. How are you betting this game, Mavs Blazers?
So I was looking at some of the back-to-backs that the Blazers had recently, and they have a better record than I thought. In their last 6 times that they've been on the second night of a back-to-back, they've won 4 of them, though they did lose last time against Minnesota. But as we've seen, Minnesota's kind of figured something out, I guess, temporarily. Damian Lillard's got what I call some Bernard Hopkins energy. Bernard Hopkins famously once said, I ain't never going to let a white boy beat me. And he's playing Luka Doncic tonight. So I feel like Damian Lillard's going to get up for this matchup. Now,
wait, who said that?
Bernard Hopkins.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Unfortunately, he lost that fight to Joe Calzaghe. But Joe Calzaghe undefeated. But here's the thing. About that.
That quote doesn't hold the same weight then.
But here's the thing. No, Damian Lillard's different. You know what I mean? Damian Lillard is a little bit different than Bernard Hopkins was, at least at that stage of his career. Because that was older Bernard Hopkins, not middleweight Bernard Hopkins. Damian Lillard, a boxing fan, by the way, so I thought that I would throw all this in there.
Dame is a little different.
My point is I'm taking the over because these are two high-scoring teams who don't defend well. I think Damian Lillard and Luka Doncic are probably going to exchange very high-scoring games against one another, but I just think that Dame gets up for these games more than Luka has, and I think that he has a little bit more support overall, at least as of late, in terms of how Portland's been playing generally throughout the season. So I'm more comfortable rolling with Lillard and Portland here.
All right, that should be interesting. That's a tough one for me to pick. If I had to bet that one, I'm definitely taking the over with the over under. It's going to be no defense played, and it wouldn't shock me if both of those guys are over 35 points. So if you're looking at some player props, that could be pretty interesting there too. All right, we're going to move on to our next segment to parlay, not to parlay, but first I want to remind everybody that the propsnetwork.com live odds tool is the way to go when you're shopping for betting lines. Using the propsnetwork.com live odds comparison tool. You go to propsnetwork.com/NBA, and you can see all the different spreads and payouts from all the best legal sports books all in one place. If you're enjoying the show, you're rocking with us for the first time. We appreciate that.